Hey boo, hey, how you be? Come on in and talk with me. Bring a friend or bring three. Like the video, for you it's free. Drop a crown and where you from. The queen is here. Let's start the show. Where we gonna end? Nobody know. Now here we go. Here we go. Let's start the show. Ow. Welcome, confessors. Come on in. Press that thumbs up, drop a crown, and speak if you're not a hater or a lurker. We are nothing but good vibes and good times up in here. We accept all opinions and points of views respectfully. Let's get it cracking. Hey boo, hey, how you be? What's up, y'all? It is Friday. Happy Friday, Friday the 13th. I didn't even realize Friday the 13th was approaching us, but here it is. It's very fitting for what's about to happen today at work. But hey, here we are. I'm just getting ready and sprout stuff for today, but I'm about to head up on out of here, so I am not going to be on here long because I want to be nice. And I'm not even going to say to speak to Issa, but I'm going to try to be nice today. So if I get off of here on time, I can be nice to some certain people that kind of deserve it, but they need to watch their mouth. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on today because, like I said in the caption, it is a crazy news segment. Every time that I have gotten on Instagram in the past at least 12 hours, I'm not going to say 24, but there has been some type of crazy story that I have seen posted about something that has happened in this crazy world. Now, most of it has, I think all of it has been in the United States, and we are on one, y'all. I mean, we are not well right now. This election that is going on is just really tearing us apart in all different ways. We really are not coming together like we should. We are not having what people call a Jesus moment. Okay. So let's see what's these crazy stories that's been happening. It's been so much. Um, a lot of these, I'm not even going to play the audio. I'm just going to let you read the caption and we're going to talk about it because I'm not even sure all of the language and words that are used are appropriate for YouTube. That is how crazy these stories are. And that's how sensitive these stories are. So let's just do a little of what's been going on in the world. And I'm going to get up on out of here. We will not be here long today. I promise. Boo, 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 boo. Let me share my screen. And let me make me smaller and this bigger so you can see what's important up in here. Let's go to saved. Looking in the Barney bag. Find lots of things with gadgets and gadgets and arms and ends and even some old strings. Well, let's ask ourselves a question. What can we make today? With imagination in the Barney bag. Let's see what we can make today. Yeah, let's see what we can make today. Okay, I'm scrolling to make sure that I go in order of everything that happened in case something happened and then there was a follow-up because everything is backwards as you save stuff. Instagram, can you start saving stuff the other way or giving us an option of the order we save things? It would really be wonderful. It really, really would. Just saying. Yeah, we said we're gonna start off with crazy news, so let's do that. This is what I saw the moment I got up on here. Uber driver tries with murking after pew-pewing Black mother in the head, raping her, dumping her body in wooded area, and then tried to be intimate with the corpse. Wow. Let's see what this says and who this man is. A single mom in Indianapolis who was leaving work called an Uber driver for a ride home, but didn't make it home safely after the driver allegedly raped and murked her. On Tuesday morning, 29-year-old Francisco Valadez was arrested and primarily charged with murking for the gruesome murk of 30-year-old Shanti Dixon in the back of his BMW. This is crazy. This is him. Well, there you go. That's him. According to Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, Valadez admitted to murking Dixon by blanking her in the left side of her head in a fit of rage. He then dumped her body near her home in a wooded area and proceeded to try to have intercourse with her corpse. My God. This is gross. This is disgusting. So then it's on site where we got this from added. This is just disgusting all around, and it did not have to happen. Oh, this is still them. And the Indianapolis Metro Police Department said Mr. Valdez told two different stories as to what happened with Dixon, police wrote in court documents. Dixon's parents notified authorities when she didn't come home from her 3:30 a.m. work shift. Her family tracked her phone to a wooded area near her house where they discovered her lifeless body and called the police. Based on what was disclosed through Uber, police were able to track down Valadez, who first told a cockamamie story. I do not use that word enough. I need to start. I don't use it at all. I think I maybe used it once, but I need to start using that more. It's a very good word. Cockamamie story about a black man shooting Dixon. Oh, so you blamed it on a black man first. Wow. This is not going well for me today, what I have to deal with. Prayers for the Dixon family. Absolutely. This is disgusting. He is disgusting. Who does this? Let's move on. What else is going on? This was another crazy one. So, Florida mother facing CA charges after she allegedly pushed her 1-year-old daughter out of the car for spilling shampoo. First of all, is shampoo, why you let your daughter have shampoo? Why is the shampoo even able to be spilled out? She's 1 year old. She can't open it herself. Obviously, it was a janky bottle, or you did something with it. Or that could have been a whole lie altogether. But let's read what the Neighborhood Talk wrote on this. Neighbors, this is just irresponsible. A Florida mother is facing CA charges. Can we even say that? C abuse charges? CA charges after she allegedly threw her own daughter out of a moving car over spilled shampoo. According to NBC Miami, Tashay Mills, 29, a witness, and Mills' 1-year-old daughter were driving down the street in Florida when the child reportedly spilled shampoo on the seat. The witness, who was in the passenger seat, claims Mills began to hit the child, making the girl cry. Mills then became irritated, and allegedly pushed the child out of the car onto the street. Thankfully, a bystander witnessed the ordeal and ran to check on the child as the Good Samaritan picked up the child and called 911. Nearby surveillance cameras captured Mills arriving back on the scene and forcefully snatching her daughter, as you see right there. Wow. Forcefully snatching her daughter from the woman who stopped to check on the baby. Oh my God, I need you guys to come. She effing snatched the baby out of my hands, the bystander said to the police during her 911 call. After the incident, police were able to contact Mills and tell her to take the child to hospital for possible injuries. Mills originally agreed, but never took the child. Of course she didn't. She knew. Police then showed up to her house, but she wasn't there. Of course she wasn't. She knew. My bad, I lost my spot. Okay, but she wasn't there, leading the authorities to issue a missing child alert. With help from witness, police were able to locate Mills in Miramar, Florida, and the toddler in Opelika, Florida. So she took the toddler somewhere else and she went somewhere else. Oh my goodness. Mills is facing CA and child neglect charges. She was released on a $7,500 bond and was instructed not to have contact with her daughter while the investigation continues. What the entire fuck? Okay, so beautiful little girl. Surprised they showed her face. Um this is heart wrenching. Some people just don't deserve to have children, and it's becoming a thing more and more. And here's the thing, some women just are not equipped mentally available to take care of a child. We really aren't. And not to say that's any excuse, but with so much going on in the world, some women know that they are not able to take care of this child, but they end up having them anyway. And if Donald Trump comes into office, he will make sure that every child will be born, no matter what the mother has gone through. Um, I obviously didn't save it because that was one of the other things I was looking for. But there is a girl, a young lady, who made a post about having been going through an abortion for 2 weeks, for 11 days, I believe. Something along those lines. It was more than 10. I didn't even know you could go through an abortion for that long, but obviously you can. She is permanently altered after having to go through this ordeal. Her heart does not work as good anymore. She has she has to go through so much now, all over having to go through this for over 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. I don't even know how it all ended. I don't even know if she talked about that much, but she talked about to raise awareness for the fact that a woman being able to have an abortion is serious. She was having complications when she arrived, and she got turned away from 3 ERs. One really just walked out, so they couldn't help her at all. Two others turned her away after they whatever. Y'all, this is a serious thing. Women should be able to have this right. This is not right for a man to be able to do this. I just don't understand where the women are out here who just, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Let's go somewhere else. Since we don't got into politics, let's just go here. Let's talk about this woman. This woman is just listen to her.
Was constantly saying, well, ain't nobody but the law. I'm one of these, strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. And I'm going to get Whitey. I'm going to get Whitey. And I'm going to lock Donald Trump up, just like Letitia James, right? And she goes, now you're going to elect me, and I'm going to lock him up. We're going to get Trump. Like the way they talk and their little DEI Shaniqua voices. And it's just very piercing, very irritating sound. They all have the same voice. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, Letitia James, and Fannie Willis. Like all of the meritless DEI Shaniquas talk the same way. It's very obnoxious the way that they talk. I saw that Fannie Willis was constantly saying, well, ain't nobody but the law. I'm one of these, strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. And I'm going to get Whitey. And
I'm sorry. I was just in a mood. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is Laura Loomer, and she's been traveling with Donald Trump for the past week, so she's trying to make a name for herself. And this is how she decided to do it. And this is all her. She's all about the eating the dogs too. She's just as stupid. She's just as ignorant. Just as remedial. And this is the stuff that this is ignorant and racist and so many things. Like the most type of horrible white woman she is. If Kamala wins, and then she had the nerve to tag her, which is even worse. The White House will smell like curry, and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center. And the American people will only have to be able to convey feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand. She is the worst. But she goes on. She goes on. And then, of course, Donald Trump showed up with her at the 9/11 ceremony as she says this. Donald Trump is trolling y'all. All y'all who are voting for him, he is trolling y'all. And y'all don't even see it. Y'all don't even see it. And this is why I never really do want to know the political views of the people closest to me in my life, because it would totally do a damper on how I feel about them. I was just talking with the girl that I'm training this week, and she was just saying that she has a friend that they cannot talk about politics whatsoever. They both have completely different views, but they have agreed to leave that conversation out of their friendship in order for the sake of their friendship, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be friends, basically. But I don't know. If I know that you feel a certain way, that compromises with my way of being, my life being, and how my culture, my people operate, work, and can get ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to feel some type of way. I'm gonna have to feel some type of way. Where we at? 12. All right, let's do this one last bit. And this is this whole Ray J and Princess situation. So Princess filed for divorce from Ray J. I'm not tripping, right? I didn't jump alternate universes. That did happen. Many, many times, yes, it did. But I could have swore it happened and it was sticking this time. So, I guess not, because they're still in the same household to a point where an altercation happened or a argument happened, what have you. But whatever it was, it did not sit right with the kids. The kids are crying. They sound scared. They sound stressed, nervous, unsure, just really hurt and scared, and just crying and nervous. And you can hear Ray J trying to calm them down. And everything that he is saying, it's not even happening. The tone of his voice that he is using, for one, is not calming enough to these kids. They can still hear it in his voice. After what they just heard and seen, they are scared. They are traumatized. You want to sit up here and lie to them, gaslight them, tell them all of this. And then he's going to go tell them to, go tell mom you're coming with daddy. I don't know what Princess is going through in the room, but when the child comes back, you hear the child say, she said, Princess said, leave her alone. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened before Ray J decided to turn the camera on, but he did this for a reason, so he could document this. And he's trying to coerce the children into what to say. He's like, mommy didn't put his hands on daddy, right? Daddy didn't put his hands on mommy, right? And how can you try to coach and coerce a child into saying this and that? They are distraught. They are not taking any of this in. But let's listen to a little bit of it before we get out of here.
I just want to make sure are you good? Dada never did nothing to anybody, right? Mama never did nothing to me. Dada never did nothing to mama, right? Everything is safe. Have Dada put hands on mama or mama put hands on Dada? No, right? Okay, so there's no reason to call the police, right? We're just making a movie. We're just playing, okay?
Can we go to your house?
We can go to my house, but I just want to make sure everything is safe here with Melody and everybody.
Oh, can we go to my house first? But can we go to your house right now?
Go get you a sweater. Go get a sweater and we'll go. But nothing crazy has happened. I got it all on tape. All right, so let's get you some. Let's put on your shoes. I gotta leave, baby. I don't want anything that loves me. No, I love your mom. Your mom loves me as. I just want to keep it documented that nothing is happening and that we both respect each other and love each other. This was just a pretend thing, okay?
Where is the documentation of the altercation of where
I don't want it to get out of hand,
and I wanted to make sure it's recorded and she wasn't putting your hands on you.
So we're all super safe.
Where's that?
Because somebody has a disagreement doesn't mean anything. You know, calling the police over a disagreement is loud, and I'm not with that. Okay, everything's fine. It was just pretend, okay, baby? Everything's fine. I want Everett to just tell Mama that he's going with me, so Mama knows what's going on.
She's still crying.
Okay. And don't. It's not like that, baby. I love you.
Look at her. She's crying for her brother.
I love you.
When a child cries like that, come on, you know it's bad. You know it's bad. All from what a child is witnessing. That's bad. I really do hope that someone check on the family. If it ain't the police, someone needs to check on the family. Somebody needs to check on the kids. Somebody needs to check on Princess. Check on her. Just saying. But yeah. So let me get up on out of here. But is there anything that I just want to talk about first before we get out of here? We didn't even get through all the crazy stuff. So he was arrested and then released. Charges were dropped for him pew-pewing his own father. Then he gets out, and now he has his mother in the neck. That's something very personal. And look at this guy. Look at him. This is a 17-year-old, Arbordale, Florida. Florida strikes again. Catherine Griffin, a 39-year-old Florida mom, was reportedly stabbed in the neck by her 17-year-old son after a disagreement on Sunday around 4 p.m. Catherine went to pick up Colin to meet his probation officer. So he was already on probation from the daddy, remind you. But he refused. According to reports, this led to an altercation between the two, and little more than 2.5 hours later, Colin called police, telling police that his mother had grabbed a knife and lunged at him, and it then tripped on it and injured herself. Wow. Per the neighbors, about 2 hours prior to Catherine being found dead, her son was being dragged by her, had seen dragging her by her hair outside of his grandmother's home. Police claimed the teen showed no signs of remorse upon arrival, and his initial comments were, "I know my rights. I want a lawyer." Wow. This is disturbing, especially considering the fact that just a year prior, Catherine paid $50,000 to bail Colin out of jail for fatally shooting his father. At the time, the teen claimed self-defense, stating that his 43-year-old father chased him around the house with a knife before cornering him in 2023. Following his claims, prosecutors determined they could not disprove Colin's assertion of self-defense, and he was released after his mother posted bond. So he did that. Her mom posted his bond, and he got out, did the same thing to his mom, and lied to the police the same way he lied to them about his dad. Now you know this was not... Now, obviously, this could not have been self-defense for the dad, too. Now it's making you wonder. And you can't recharge him because that's double jeopardy. You can't do that. That's illegal. Damn, Colin. Well, you going down for at least one for sure. And that's happening. I told you, it is a lot of crazy stuff happening in this world. I just cannot. And this one here, another Colin. Collins are, what is up with the Collins? That's the second Colin. My goodness. So Colin Gray's father, a 14-year-old Georgia school shooter, files to be separated from other inmates in jail out of fear that his life may be in danger. Yeah, you think? In its previous, the Neighborhood Talk says, as we previously reported, Colin Gray, the father of 14-year-old Georgia school shooter, Colin Gray's, yeah. So not the same, but the same. Colin is the name, though. Colin is the name. Colin Gray was arrested and charged with several counts of involuntary manslaughter, second murking, and cruelty of children. Those events happened shortly after news broke that Colin provided the AR-15 style rifle to his son, Colt, that was used in the Appalachian High School massacre. As things now begin to play out in court, he's asking for a form of protection. Colin and his legal team has filed a request for him to be separated from other inmates in jail out of fear that backlash from the shooting may put his life in danger. The motion obtained by the New York Post apparently notes that Colin has already received an incalculable number of threats. What is that word? Some that even mention his passing. We'll use that word. His legal team says it is certain that those feelings of anger and retribution manifested in a collective psyche of both the public and the community at large are not also represented in the individuals currently incarcerated with the defendant at the Borough County Detention Center. His legal teams made it clear that they believe it would be very reckless of the court to believe Colin would be safe alongside other inmates. The notion is based off of the outcry of disbelief and backlash after his own son killed several people. Well, you had no sympathy for the people that your son did this to. You had no sympathy the moment you gave him the gun. The pew-pew. As someone said in the chat, I saw already. Nick at Night. Shout out to Nick at Night. She's another great content creator, blogger that doesn't get a lot of flowers. Nope, deal with it. Those students that died couldn't separate themselves from danger your son presented. Boom. Let me heart that one. Because that's facts. And so with that, I think this is like maybe the third school shooting that has made headlines. I don't even know there's more, but there we have it. And who knows about the other things that are happening in school besides the shootings, but the shootings are already happening, y'all. And it's just like the third week of school. It's just sad. School is becoming a place that's not safe anymore, and more children are being homeschooled. And I totally agree with that these days, because risking your life to go to school just to learn lies and bullshit is really, really fucked up. And I'll leave it at that. I did not run into Paula this morning, so I'll probably run into her as soon as I get off of here. So I'll have one for you tomorrow, or we can just go to her real quick. I'm already following you. Did I unfollow? No. Let's see what she said today. Let's get this word.
Has catapulted you from lack to overflow. You do not have room enough to grasp what is in store for you.
One more time.
Grace has catapulted you from lack to overflow. You do not have room enough to grasp what is in store for you.
And I'm going to leave y'all with that beautiful beat footage. And y'all have a beautiful Friday the 13th. I don't know if beautiful is the way to go for this, but have a beautiful day. Make someone smile. Make yourself smile. Be good to yourself and all of that good stuff. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we will talk about Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we did not have a live this week. Yeah, I'm beginning to not want to do night lives anymore. I like coming on in the morning and being done with it, and then coming home and enjoying my own life. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, as I should be able to do. Again, if I'm first shift, I could come home, chill, and then come fuck with y'all. That is my goal. I'm trying to get there. I'm just waiting for somebody to get a new job so they can leave and I can come in. Quinn was evicted last night on Big Brother. What was it? 4-2? Yes, Quinn was evicted last night. And the fees have been down ever since the show. The fees are down. Some may think that this could be the pressure cooker competition, which, you know, can go over for as many hours as people are willing to withstand. It can go on forever. So, not forever, I'm lying. The longest it's ever went, I think it went the All-Star season, was it? When it was like major, that whole bit, that was a whole entire scenario. Yeah, so we do not have a new HOH yet. We do not know who the nominees are, so we should be getting all of that today. We should be finding out why. We'll find out why the fees were down. So we may come back with an HOH already. We should. So when the fees do come back, we should know why the fees were down, which competition it was, who's the HOH, and we should be expecting nominees today. AI is over once again. Chemo was safe, so let's hope that he can survive another week. It would be great to see Chemo win HOH. I would love to see Chemo win HOH. That's what I want to see win. Yeah, I definitely want to watch Quinn's full entirety interview. However, I don't think he's getting it yet, because as y'all saw last night, for the first time in history, Jerry O'Connell hosted Big Brother. Julie Chen posted earlier yesterday that she would not be hosting last night's live eviction due to having a mild case of COVID. So to our surprise, when the show came on live last night, Jerry O'Connell was hosting in her place. He did a very good job. He was very excited to do it. He's done the round table before for the finale before, right? Or he's done something. He is a very big, huge, humongous Big Brother fan. So, you know, he jumped at the opportunity. He had nothing to do last night, y'all. His plans was to watch Big Brother. So why not put on a suit, slick the hair back, brush my teeth, go on over and host it real quick. That was history. And he did great. So I'm sure that in the event, if Julie has to take time off again, we'll be seeing Jerry again. I was thinking it was going to be some Big Brother alone, like maybe Dr. Will, but no, did good. Jerry O'Connell did really good last night. I wasn't upset. I was not upset. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday the 13th. Ooh, my job is about to be weird today. But y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. If you don't like this video, you a hoe. And your mama told me.